Hey, what's up everybody? I'm super excited about this fun makeup tutorial today. It's inspired by one of my biggest idols, Selena. Now, the cool thing about it is that it's actually timeless. It's a look that's been around forever and it never goes out of style. So you ready to find out how I do it? I loved Selena so much growing up, like so many other young Latina girls. She was such a big inspiration to us, and I always dreamed of dressing up like her. So guess what? I recently did. If you watched my video last week, you saw that I had a huge Latin extravaganza where we all dressed up with Selena-inspired outfits, and I got to recreate her signature hair and makeup. But let me tell you, this is more than just a red lip. This is a classic winged eye and lashes, and trust me, this is the perfect look for date night or even just to wear it with jeans and a t-shirt like I do. First, I'm gonna actually just pull my hair back a little bit so you could see a bit more of what I'm doing. Does that make my ear look crazy? And one last one just right up in here. Boom. Okay, so the first step is gonna be foundation. I wanted to look a little darker today, a little bit more tan. So I am using the Dewy and Smooth foundation from Fit Me Foundation Maybelline in the color 330 Toffee. And I'm gonna start with my cheeks. I'm gonna blend this in really good because clearly it's way darker than me. You see that? You see how much darker that is? So you're just gonna tap, tap, tap. You know that blending is life. I literally can like watch TV and do this because I know it takes some time. You just wanna make sure that you blend really, really, really well. But you see how that like automatically has given me the craziest tan ever? I know, I know. Looking like I just got back from Miami. The next step is concealer now that we've got our foundation on. I'm gonna use the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer Corrector by L'Oreal. I'm gonna go under my eyes, just like that. Make sure you get your T-zone, all the spots that you would highlight. Boom. And now, guess what we're gonna do? Guess, my people. We're gonna blend. Blend away. Definitely wanna use a different part of the sponge though, like this was the dark part, so I flipped it over. This actually evens out the darker foundation that I put on so it doesn't make it look so crazy. You see how like now that's kind of looking normal? I actually always prefer to use a slightly darker foundation because I just like to look like I have Miami J-Lo glow all year round. If you're wondering, no, I did not forget to blend this out. I'm leaving it there on purpose because now we're gonna contour. Today I'm using the Anastasia Cocoa Stick Foundation. I'm gonna do my forehead, cheekbones, connect that a little bit in there. Going to line my nose straight down. And again, we're gonna do our jawline and our chin. And now we're gonna blend this in. There's 24 hours in a day, and I'm pretty sure that I spend a good 2 hours of that day just blending away. You know I always make this face when I contour my cheekbones. I'm like, where are you? Oh, there you are. And now we're gonna conceal again. Same product, we're just going again so that we make sure that our highlighted spots stay highlighted and that none of the dark contour spots overshadowed, literally, our lighter spots. That's kind of why I keep that there, because when I contoured, I wanted to make sure that I didn't pass that line, so I keep that light line there as a guideline. We're trying to create dimensions here that'll really make your cheekbones pop and your face will look really chiseled. We're dragging the concealer out a bit higher to give the illusion of more cat eyes. So you see this concealer, I'm not just keeping it down here, I'm dragging it down, and then I'm also dragging it up and out. Next, we're actually gonna set all of this with the HD Finishing Powder by NYX. We're going under the eyes. We're gonna go in the T-zone. And today we're gonna bake. You guys watch tons of makeup tutorials. This is baking right here. So I know this looks like it's actually gonna lighten up all the tan that I just gave myself, but it's not because this actually blends out to be translucent. I'm gonna dust this over my eyebrows so that they're not too moist because I don't want them to not pick up the pigment from my eyebrow pencil. So now for eyebrows, I am going to use the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. I'm about to make my eyebrows a lot fuller, don't be afraid. And I'm gonna actually start at the front of my brow. Go a bit further down. It's really important to make sure that the front of your eyebrow is not as dramatic as the end. You want it to look like it fades in. If I'm honest, I pick a different brow every day. Like I just choose what I'm feeling that day and I'm like, oh, today I wanna have a bushy brow. Today I want a thinner brow. And I just create it. My eyebrows kind of tell what mood I'm in. For this look, we're going super dramatic. Check out my natural brow versus my Selena inspired brow. Bring on the drama. I feel like eyebrows are what takes the longest time because they have to be so precise and you don't want to look crazy when you're faking some big eyebrows that you don't really have. Now it's time to highlight these eyebrows. I like using Anastasia's Highlighting Duo Pencil. So we're actually just gonna put this highlighter right in the arch of the brow, just like that. Right in the arch. And then you're gonna blend it out with a brush that looks like, where did my brush just go? Oh, it's in my lap, wow. This is just blending it out and actually highlights your brow bone. And it kind of cleans up the brow, because once you're done with it, sometimes it cannot be perfectly even. This like makes the brow crisp. Boom. So now we're gonna move on to the eyes. We're gonna put a little bit of eyeshadow, and it's actually not gonna be a lot because it's just the base for the strong liner that we're gonna create. I'm using this Fit Me Press Powder as my eyeshadow, and it's in the color 355 Coconut. And I'm gonna get right in the crease and in the corner. It's a slight difference, but it makes a huge difference. So I'm gonna take this moment to not only do this eyeshadow out here, but you know I like to bring my nose contour in from my eyes and from my brow. So I'm gonna bring it from here. It's gonna be the same color. Brush it up into my brows and drag it down my bridge. Just like that. So contouring your nose is super helpful because it actually just creates a more defined nose. If you wanna make your nose look slimmer, you're actually gonna bring the dark lines closer together. If you wanna make your nose look shorter, you definitely wanna add a little bit of dark at the tip of your nose and it gives the appearance of a shorter nose. When I got into the entertainment business, I was 14 years old and we honestly didn't wear makeup. So we were like, oh, pinch your cheeks and put some lip gloss on. But as I got older, we started working with incredible makeup artists. But at the same time, I couldn't afford to have a makeup artist every day. So I paid attention, I watched, and I think the biggest thing that really helped me was doing my own makeup every day. I learned my face. I think the biggest key to learning how to do your makeup is to practice. Every single day, even if you're not going anywhere, you're going to the grocery store, try to do your makeup, try to see if you can time yourself, how quickly you can get it done. Even like putting on lashes, which I'm about to do in a little bit, a lot of people are like, how can you put on lashes? I've been doing it for a really long time. I got so good at putting on lashes that when I lived in New York, I'd be in taxi cabs in the night with no light on my way to the club, and I could actually, in a crazy New York taxi, put lashes on. If I could do it there, you can do it too. And that's our shadow and our nose contour. Moving on now to the main part of the eyes, which is the eyeliner. And guess what? We are using the actual Selena eyeliner from the Selena Matte collection. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Yes, it requires somewhat of a steady hand. Do I have one? No, so watch me fake it. I'm actually gonna go over this a few times to make sure that it's got a really nice coat of black on it. But do you see how I bring it out further? Because again, I'm trying to create a larger eye that's further apart. If you guys are wondering, I don't have one scar on my eye. No, my friends, that's 2 scars on my eye, done on 2 separate occasions in 2 different years. I was a crazy kid. The first one I got, which I think it's the one on top is the first one. That one I got when I was growing up in the Lower East Side. My mom had a coffee table in our living room and it had gold screws in it, and I had a dog named Wednesday, a Pekingese dog. He was white and really cute. The dog was on the leash attached to this table, and I tripped on the leash and I hit the corner of my eye on the corner of the table that had a gold screw. I literally looked like a boxer that got punched in a ring. That was the first time. Then 2 years later, I was at my mom's choir practice at church, Primitive Christian Church in the Lower East Side of New York, thank you very much. And there was a little table in the back of our church, a square table, and I was hiding underneath it. Someone called my name and I tried to get up too quickly, and again, I hit the corner of the table on my eye. Me and corners of tables, no bueno. I know it sounds weird, but like, I love them. I love those scars. I always tell people, like, fall in love with your scars, they make you beautiful. I'm so Alicia Cara right now. Oh my gosh. But I really feel that way. I like them, they make me unique. Okay, we're going over this a second time. I'm not gonna talk so much anymore. It's pretty darn close to perfect, but it's not perfect, and that's okay. Don't stress yourself out about that. We're putting a lash on top of this, and that'll be completely distracting from any flaws in the eyeliner. Moving on to the other side. Really? How do we do this? And look, I'm in a straight jacket. Now that we're done with our liquid liner, I'm now gonna put my lashes on. I am using these super dramatic, mega volume Ardell lashes in 253. These are just drugstore lashes, and I think they're the best. I absolutely love them. I only wear my lashes from the drugstore. We are gonna pop these on using my favorite eyelash glue, which is Duo in dark tone. Because this actually dries black, which I love. Since we've already got a black liner going on, this is perfect. This is how you put them on. This one goes here, this one goes there. So face them in the direction that they're going. You can look in the mirror like this, and then you'll know this one is for your right eye, this one's for your left eye. It's very important because a lot of lashes have shorter lashes in the front and way more winged out long lashes in the end. So you don't want to put them on backwards. Make sure you've got enough on there, but not too much. You don't want to get gloppy, and then it'll never dry. Blow on that, let it get a little tacky. I like to bend my bands like this because that helps it curve onto your eye, and it also helps it dry. Now, a lot of people cut their lashes shorter. I do not, and I'm gonna explain why I don't. Remember, I'm trying to make my eyes look bigger. Do you see the difference, people? Okay, now that we've got our dramatic eyes, we're gonna need a pout to match. So we're gonna start our lips with some lip liner. This is L'Oreal's Color Rich in Always Red. Now, for my Selena-inspired red lips, I went overboard. I love making my lips look bigger with lip liner. So I am going to show you how to fake really big lips. Naturally, see how small my lips are. People are always like, oh my God, she did her lips. It's a lie. I have tricks. I like to start with my bottom lip because that's kind of gonna tell me how big we're going here. Guys, we're going really big. Now I know that looks insane. My lip, my fake lip. Keep filling, keep filling. Work your way to the middle. That's my bottom lip. Did you guys just see that? I'm wearing myself out over here. Whew. Okay, moving on to the top lip. So now that I've given myself some huge lips, some bambas, look how much bigger that is. I love it. The final touch to our lips is with Selena's MAC Red Lipstick in Dreaming of You. I actually wore this exact same color at my wedding. It's like the perfect red. The lipstick really helps this huge lip that I just created look real. This is gonna make it look real, especially a creamy one. It really connects all of this together and makes it look like real lips. Can you tell? Now we're gonna move on to blush and cheek contour. I'm using the same e.l.f. palette that I told you guys about when I did my everyday makeup. Love it, I use it for everything. Again, suck in my cheekbones. Then we're gonna get in there with the contour color. And this, I'm just only gonna put far back here. I'm not gonna allow this dark color to come up here. This is my blush, this is my contour. Blush, contour. And now we're just gonna blend out this powder. See how easy that goes away? Just like that. Now get under the eyes really good because you do not want that to stay too white. Now the reason why I'm not adding a shimmery highlight to this is because I personally think that's doing too much. I like a classic old school matte effect when I'm doing a really, really crisp liner and a really, really strong red lip. Having shimmer everywhere would just be doing a whole lot for me. I was channeling Selena, but you can literally wear this anytime you want to look classic and glam. You can never go wrong with a dramatic eye and a bold red lip. I can't wait to see you guys try out this makeup look. Comment below and let me know what other kind of makeup tutorials you want me to do. And don't forget to subscribe. See you guys next time. Mwah. With my big red lips.